number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Welcome to Spotlight on the Arts. I'm Patrick Cristiano, your host, the publisher of TheaterLife.com, a website for theater buffs in New York City and the Hamptons, and we're coming to you from the LTV studio in Waynescott, where I have a special guest, a Long Island guy, Matt Marshak. Is that right, Matt?
That's right. How are
Got
you?
it good? Welcome. Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure to have you here in the studio.
Oh, it's a joy to be with you.
Well, we've been listening to your music this morning and really having a good time doing it. And hearing your story, I think it's been an interesting journey you've made from jazz to Americana, you want to call it? Is that what
Yeah, you could say that the new music is Americana, a little bit of country, singer-songwriter type stuff, yeah.
So Matt has a new album called A Simple Man, which has all original music that you wrote, most of, or you composed with a friend on some of it?
Yeah, about half of it I wrote by myself and half with some co-writers in Nashville. So, and I put it all together, it's the new record, yeah.
It looks cool, and we have you want to start out and show them the video right up front?
Let's do it. It was shot in Riverhead, Long Island, the video.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know, we just found out. So we have a video of one of the songs off it, the lead song, Simple Man, that Matt wrote. So let's have it, Simple Man.
I don't need a big fancy house. I don't need a big shiny car. What I need is your love, you see. And what I dream of is the family. Even when things are a little tight, I just hold on and give my best fight. 'Cause in the end, what matters to me is my peace of mind and my sanity. I've come to realize just who I am. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. Sure, I think about some fortune and fame, but in the end, it just seems like a game. I just want to be only myself, honest to the bone, like nobody else. I've come to realize just who I am. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. That's what I am.
Lovely. It's
Thank
really
you.
lovely, lovely, lovely. So that's your family, I take it, yes?
Yeah, we have the real family in the
And
video.
did you really get your daughter a guitar? And is she playing guitar too?
She's playing. She's into dancing, some other things. So I'm not quite pressuring her yet.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you're not going to pressure her, though, are you?
Give her a year or two. Yeah, but yeah, that was my wife Deanna and my daughter Madison in the video. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to come to the conclusion that you were a simple man?
Simple. You know what? It's maybe longer than it should have. Sometimes we get caught up in life in other things and scripts in our head of what we should be or.
Oh, I take that word out of my vocabulary. Sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
and so maybe with some sort of revelation I had, just hey, be yourself, and that's what you're best at, and life is much easier when you're just honest and you're.
So has that been a
yourself.
gradual revelation to you?
I think it's always been there, but I think anytime you're in the arts or entertainment industry, there's so many forces kind of nudging you to be like this or do this, promote yourself this way, and then I just threw my hands up and said, no more. I'm just gonna this is what you get.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean, is that a place in the process of getting there? Do you land there periodically and hang out for a while, and and then get caught up in doing other things that don't? Is that how this happens? I'm just curious. For
Yeah,
you.
I had played jazz, right? And
That's I know.
very,
we're
and
gonna-
in some ways a lifestyle music, and it was very different, and the presentation was different.
But is it not you?
I think it's a part of me,
But
and
it's
then
not your center.
It's a good question. I don't know. I say when I moved out to Eastern Long Island, maybe the landscape changed me a little bit, and I used to live closer to the city, and travel the world, mostly cities, and then I moved to playing all over the cities.
So what did you do? You did jazz. What did you do specifically?
It was more of like a funky urban brand of jazz.
And you played with people or your
Yeah,
own
a
thing?
group, and played for many years doing that, but all the while I was writing this other music, which was very different, more organic, like I say, singer-songwriter type music, and I never had the opportunity to put it out there because you're always busy doing whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally I said, you know what, this music's calling me, I'm going to do it, and so I've kind of put every other endeavor on hold, and I said, I'm going to put this album
You
out.
have how many cuts on this on CD? There's 11
songs.
11 new songs, all original.
Yep.
And how many of them did you write?
I wrote about half myself, and then half with two writers in Nashville, Cara Hogan and Steve Dean, who've worked with some of the biggest names in Nashville. So it was a great fortune to meet them and to work with them.
And you have a concert coming up July 19th in Nashville too, which
That's
we may
right.
not air in time for your July 19th concert.
Yeah.
What will you be doing then that we won't?
Yeah, I'll be playing with my group in Nashville, and it's part of a big night at Martin's for the Epiphone and Gibson guitars. And,
Oh, cool.
And yeah, there's many artists from different genres who will be performing that night for the NAMM show. Yeah.
But you have a date in Riverhead, July 27th. You're going to be the Vail Levitt Music Hall.
That's right. July 27th, a great theater right in Riverhead, Vail Levitt Theater. East End folks and beyond, come on out.
Are you going to be all by yourself?
I'm going to have my whole band.
Oh, your whole band?
And musicians from all over the Northeast joining me, and we're gonna give you a great show.
And you'll do a lot of the music from this as well?
Probably the whole record or nearly close to the whole record. Yeah.
And plus more?
Plus more, some new stuff that's been written, after.
So how about teasing us with a little, because I know you brought your guitar.
I do.
And you've been playing it in the studio already, and we've been all wanting to hear more of it.
Let's do it.
What, oh, I picked one before. Tell me something good.
Tell me something good. We can do that.
Can we do that?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab this guy.
Thank you, Matt.
So this song was co-written in Brooklyn with Cara Hogan and Steve Dean from Nashville. And it's a song about just wanting to hear good news in this crazy world. So tell me something good. I'm tired of feeling sad. This world gone mad, no, we ain't this bad. Tell me something good. Good Good God, what's going on? It's enough to make you crazy. You got some trouble here and some trouble there, and it never ceases to amaze me. Tell me something good. I'm tired of feeling sad. This world gone mad, no, he ain't that bad. Tell me something good. They always say they tell the truth, and the truth is so hard to see. And I was looking for the nightly news, I found reality TV. Tell me something good. I'm tired of feeling sad. This world's gone mad, no, he ain't this bad. Tell me something good. So tell me something good. I'm tired of feeling sad. This world gone mad, no, he ain't that bad. Tell me something good. And it starts with you and it starts with me. It's as simple as can be. When we don't see a race, creed or color, we're one big family. So tell me something good. I'm tired of feeling sad. This world gone mad, no, he ain't this bad. Tell me something good. So tell me something good. I'm tired of feeling sad. This world gone mad, no, he ain't that bad. Tell me something good. This world gone mad, no, we ain't that bad. Tell me something good. Here we go.
Terrific. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was delightful.
My joy. It's great to be here.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. People have a lot to look forward to if they come see you in Riverhead.
Oh yeah, we try to play
how
music.
How do you make transitions to from jazz to this? How do you do that?
You take away a bunch of notes and you add vocals.
It's that simple.
That's what my 9-year-old daughter, she said. I said, what did you like better, the instrumental jazz or the new music that we're writing? Like, tell me something good. She goes, Dad, music with words is so much more interesting. Well, I like playing, jazz, and I've had a great run in doing that, and I said it's time for me to do something different right now. And if you have a voice, you have words, why not? And I might go back to doing jazz or mix the two, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to stay on one train all the time.
Right.
You can switch trains and go different places, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you also do some work with children, you mentioned to me. What is it you do?
That's right. Well, when I was starting my first record way back when, 15 plus years ago, I wanted to free up some time and so I could do this record. So I developed a children's music program, and it was supposed to be a temporary thing to give me free time and hopefully fund my first record. And little did I know it would kind of take on a life of its own. And so to this day, I still visit many schools throughout the New York City, Connecticut area, bringing my love of music to the next generation.
You're teaching at the same time? Is that what you're doing? Or
Well,
you're just entertaining them? What are you doing?
It's more of like an assembly or supplemental music program that schools will bring in. And so this last week, I visited Hofstra University, Nassau Community College, Smithtown School District.
And do you have the same program that you take to each one, or each one you tailor a different program?
Sometimes it's a little different. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes I have a group that we bring in, and for the older children, we'll play, some stuff that caters to their ears, and then for the younger children, we have some music that's geared for their ears. Yeah.
So you don't, nothing, is it predetermined when you go what you're going to do for each one, or do they ask for specific things too?
We have a loose sketch. But we really let the energy and the audience dictate where it goes. And
that's fabulous.
And so it's interactive, so at many points it'll go in a whole new direction. recently we were in West Hampton at the West Hampton Learning Center. It's a great school that helps children with special needs. And we were doing that show, and the children became involved, and they were up on stage, and we just stuck in that mode and let the children be featured rather than, you know, what we had planned.
Because it wasn't initially planned that way. Initially, it was going to be a performance.
No, and they were the stars, so we said, let's go with them.
Did they actually pick up instruments and try to
They were
play them?
drumming and singing with us. We hand the mic over, and I just played guitar that day. I said, you guys have the spotlight now, you know. So that's you know, sometimes in music you have to sort of put your, like in life, put your script aside and let the situation dictate what you should do.
So now when did this come out? When did you just finish this?
Recently, end of March, we had our CD release.
Where'd you do that?
We did it at My Father's Place in Roslyn.
That's the name of the restaurant, My Father's Place?
Yeah, it's a music club and restaurant up in Roslyn, and we did that in March. We had a packed house, thanks to all the people who came out. And so, yeah, so July 27th will be our first East End show doing the new music.
And, you know, I'm sure you'll be doing a lot more of it. Now, have you started thinking of a follow-up?
We're working on it, yeah, you know.
You have started?
Yeah, I like creating is the best
So you're going
part.
to do something in the same vein?
We'll find out, you know.
You don't know yet?
Maybe we could bridge, you know, this and some of the music I've done previously.
Have you created a title for the next one?
I don't know. We've got one song that we've finished, so it's.
What's that one?
Well, it's called the LIE. It's a song about the expressway. Because I spend many hours on that road.
So you had talked about doing another song. We have 8 or 9 minutes left. But I think we could play. Maybe we could play out with that one. You want to do that?
Let's do it.
Would you like to do something else?
I think it's a fun song.
It's a fun song?
Yeah, for my folks who travel to Manhattan a lot, they'll get a kick out of it.
So you have to go back and forth.
Oh yeah, I drive something like 30,000 miles a year, going back and forth all over the Northeast, doing new shows and recording and sessions. So it's a lot of time on 495.
So you spend a lot of time in Tennessee too?
Yeah, I've done a lot of shows and writing in Tennessee as well. Yeah, so.
And how does that work for you, a family man that has to travel around like that?
Well, you know, when you're home, I'm really home, and then when I'm away, you know, I try to make the time useful and try to get things done.
But when you're away, do you connect? Can you connect with your family?
Yeah, you know.
You do. What is it they do when you Skype? Do you Skype?
Yeah, the phone, FaceTime, and but you know, it's part of the job. You got to be out there in other places to bring your music there, and they come with me to a decent amount of the shows.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. And if the flights are reasonable, they come.
Because they don't have work that holds them down, right? They're school. You have
well,
girl
it was
in
easier
school.
when my daughter was younger.
That's what I can
because
imagine.
We could take her out now. She's got like tests and serious stuff that she's doing. So not as much now. In the summertime, yeah. So, but we work it out. They understand. I got to go on the road sometimes.
Now, when you get the inspiration for a song, does it bubble up? Is it strong? Does it start as something small? How does it happen? Or do you sit down and say, I'm going to write this? I mean, what's your process like?
Yeah, you know, it depends. Like if you're, sometimes you'll just pick a guitar up, or you'll just be singing a melody, and it'll just happen. And
so it'll start with a melody sometimes.
Yeah, or you'll play just a couple notes on the guitar, and it'll evoke a mood, and then you'll say, oh, that sounds like this, and you'll have some imagery in your head of what that sounds like. And sometimes, like the song you alluded to, the LIE, I had the concept of writing a song about the expressway. So when I sat down with the guitar, I kind of had something in my head that I wanted to convey, something that sounded like, you know, the highway and exits and you know, driving. And so it kind of, that shapes the mood of the song a little bit ahead of time.
But you also said it could work the other way. You could sit down with no idea and just hit a couple of chords or something, or a couple of notes, and that could give you an inspiration for something like Take Over.
That's right, yeah. And sometimes it's just a couple chords you might have, and you sit on it for a couple of days, and then some words appear and some melodies appear.
But it's all filled with life experience.
Yeah. And then sometimes you don't even know it at first, and you're like, what am I writing about? And you like step back when the song's done, and you go, wow, that was pretty revealing.
So you sometimes don't know what your message was.
Yes.
Until you put all the words and the music down on the page, and then you see what you've done. Yeah. It's kind of like life. You don't really know what you're doing sometimes. I mean, you have to remind yourself, and sometimes you don't always stay focused on what it is you want because there's something deeper you wanted to say.
What you just said, I agree with 100%. Yeah,
I know.
you don't know what it is like while you're doing it, like, and I think that's being present, and I think that's what I'm hoping to be more of it as I evolve as a songwriter. Being present in whatever moment you are, and that's, I think, when you're your best you. If your mind's always thinking of the next thing ahead or what happened yesterday, you miss like right now.
Yeah, I made that a New Year's resolution this year. Every year I make not like a resolution, but a thing that I want to work on.
Right.
And this year my thing that I wanted to work on was to be more mindful. Do you know what it takes? What mindful means? I had no idea what I was putting myself, but it's all of the stuff that you just talked about on a constant basis. And when you put yourself there, where you deviate from it, you know when you're deviating because you've practiced it now, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to. We're gonna this song now. Even though you could write songs from just notes or chords, this one on the Long Island Expressway, you picked up the guitar with the intention.
Yeah.
And what was the mood you wanted to capture? Did you have a mood you wanted to capture? Is it frustration when you're on that road?
A little of that, and I wanted to put in some humor because I think we all need it when we're stuck at exit 39 and we're not going anywhere, and we can't believe we've been driving for 2.5 hours to go 60, 70 miles, and how do you make good use of all that traffic and missed time? Maybe write a song. That's my consolation.
and so you're going to play us off with this? This is what you came up with.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's the name one more time?
It's called 495.
495, and we know that road well.
Well, I headed out on the highway. Well, I headed west to NYC. Well, I didn't get so far. I was stuck out in my car, out on this LIE. It ain't no lie, it's the truth. Don't you see? It ain't no lie. There's always traffic guaranteed. Damn this 495. Well, I made it out to the Seafood Oyster Bay. I was making good time out on my way, but I hit Glencoe Road, nothing but red tail lights, don't you know, out on that LIE. It ain't no lie, it's the truth, don't you see? It ain't no lie. There's always traffic guaranteed. Damn this 495. Damn this 495. And you may wonder if you'll ever make it home. Forget about it if there's rain or there's snow. It's total nonsense on your radio. Damn this 495. Damn this 495. Well, I should have taken the train. Now I'm stuck here in my misery and my pain. Well, I could have taken the northern state where there's no way I could ever anticipate. Out on this LIE, it ain't no lie, it's the truth, don't you see? It ain't no lie. There's always traffic guaranteed. Damn this 495. Damn this 495. Damn this 495.
I know what you mean. So we actually have a little more time left. You want to do another one?
Is that right?
I mean, we have like a minute and a half. You
All
could
right.
play us literally off the air.
Let's
And
do it.
Danielle, you could roll the credits over the end of his song. You want to do that? You want to?
Let's
What,
do
what
it.
do you want to do? You have one you want to pick?
Sure, sure. This one's called Thankful to Be Your Man.
So Danielle, you'll just roll the credits over at the end of the minute.
Good morning, little sunshine, and I'm so happy to know you're mine. You brighten up in each and every day, and you make me feel so good with every word you say. I say, ooh, yeah. I say, ooh, yeah. You're always there, you got my back every single day, and that's a matter of fact. You pick me up when I'm feeling blue, and you help me see this world brand new. My love is forever, I hope you understand. And I'm so thankful to be your man. Ooh, yeah, to be your man. Ooh, yeah. Oh, listen now. And even when we fuss and fight, you always see it through and you make it right. You are surely my only one. Always a thrill and always some fun. My love is forever, I hope you understand. And I'm so thankful to be your man. So once in a while, when we disagree,